Good morning. Welcome to Fortune Cookies. So I'm super dressed up today. Well, I don't know if I look super dressed up, but I have a lot of makeup on. I'm going to do a bunch of videos today, but first one I'm going to do is a viewer question. If William will remove Harry from the line of succession. So we're going to do that. We're going to ask some other satellite questions on that too. But today I am going to make a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to do a little bit of a teaching series here. Had to pause because Raven decided she was going to start barking at all of you. So I'm going to do a little bit of a teaching series. I'm not going to do my full-blown class that I teach, but I'll start some of the basics. So those of you that are studying or that would like to know how I do things, I'll start to do like a little taste of tarot. So it should be pretty cool. I'll showcase some of the decks that I use too. So I'm going to pre-record, so if I don't get to you over the holidays when I'm cooking and eating and opening presents, you won't miss me. So here we go. So we're going to start out today with the Will Harry be removed from the line of succession? Now, there was also just a few days ago, Keep NYC Mega Trash Free posted a video of her research, and it looks like the Queen has given permission for Meghan to return her titles. And I get, if you watch her video, I don't know if I can put a link in the comments or in the description, but I don't know if that's cool. I don't know what's cool and what's not cool to do. So you can find her. Keep NYC Mega Trash Free. She said in there that her research showed that basically somebody put a line item in there that said, hey, we're allowing her to return the titles and go about her business and just be a normal person. So so we'll take a look at that as well. I mean, that's kind of interesting. And the lighting is terrible in here. I can't get the lighting to work right today. I don't know what the problem is. I have a big zit on my nose. So normal person, just like everybody else. Magic doesn't work on skincare. Let's take a look at this. All right. So for today, and I'm just going to actually pull everything over. Sorry, I should have done that before I pushed play. Of course, we have the pendulum mat, my Alicia Wicker intention stones, and oh, gravity incense right over there. Yay! Actually, we'll bring our view down. I'm sorry. I'm so terrible at this. So, what we'll do is the first thing we're going to do is take a look at William's position on Harry today. It is December 19th, 2021. So let's take a look at what his position is right now. And I'm sorry, I just hit my mic. I'm sorry if it made a noise. I hope it didn't. If this is your first time here, please like, share, and subscribe. Private readings available in my biography. So, we have the Emperor. So William does feel like he's in a position of power. He is absolutely, right now, very, very confident about his place, his standing, and his side of the argument here. He thinks that he is 150% correct. He is doing the right thing. And I believe that he has the blessing of the powers that be. So the courtiers, the Queen, his father, Princess Anne, I think everyone is in the same corner as him. I'm getting the sense that they left the decision of whether to, and I hesitate to use the word banish, but it's kind of what maybe needs to be done. Um, so I feel that he's left that he was given the final word on that. They didn't want to make any decisions about the end or beginning of Harry without his brother being on board 150%. He is very confident about what he wants to do. He feels that this is a better, what he is going to decide in terms of his brother is going to be a better foundation for the royal family moving into 2022 and beyond. It definitely feels, I'm sorry, I'm going to put my coffee right in the just a phase mug, and I'm still on the chocolate with peppermint. I'm sure I'll be sick of that in a couple of days. Um, the decision to move the royal family forward from a place of strength versus a place of defense. So this isn't to say that they're taking an offensive position, but they are going to move ahead with a like business as usual kind of thing. They're just basically going to ignore and deflect anything that they do to sully the royal family. It's very interesting. So there's been a big decision that took place, and they are going to move forward like that. Now, I'm wondering if this has to do with Christmas. I'm wondering if maybe they were denied an invitation versus declining an invitation. Two very, very different things. So he does think that there's going to be trouble in the future, but they have a series of plans that are in place to mitigate any damage that may be thrown their way. It looks like they've been working very, very hard behind the scenes to find alternate responses or not responses, lack of responses to any of the damaging information that's being put out or thrown their way. This is very different from what was going on over the last couple of years. They were more in a responsive position, and I think given that we were in the middle of a 2-year shutdown globally, there were a lot of other things that were at play. Had this happened at a different time, I think it would have been handled differently. We could do a what if on that in just a minute. At the end of this, William is purposefully sealing himself off. He is purposely making himself inaccessible, purposely defending himself personally by becoming aloof and very distant. We all remember Harry said, what is the position between you guys? It's space. He said space. William is really the guy who's doing that at this point. He is really putting that space there. So that is interesting. Current position. So I think a what if is absolutely needed here. So what if Charles becomes king? What will he do with Harry? And what will William do with Harry? This is if they become king. So we're going to have 2 lines here, okay? Two lines, one for Charles, one for William. These are what ifs, how they will manage the Harry situation. Charles. So Charles, oh, my nose is itchy. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Come to your own conclusions, do your own research, please. So, Charles is still very, very troubled by the decision. He does not want to make the decision to exile or banish one of his children. He does not want to do that. He's kind of over the conflict, though. The conflict at this point, his attitude is, why are we still doing this? Like, okay, they've already talked smack. They've already said how terrible we are, and they keep doing it. Like, why don't they just, you know, tarry on? Tally on? Tarry? I don't know. My English viewers, please, British people, please correct me. Is it tally on or tarry on? I don't know. It's like, go on, get over yourself. Continue. Sorry, I hope you didn't hear me slurping. So, you know, his attitude is, well, if they're not happy, then go on and go do your own thing. You know, if you're not happy, so he doesn't quite understand why they're still like beating this dead horse, beating this conceptual dead horse. You know, isn't there enough damage done? Haven't you disrupted everyone enough? Haven't you upset everyone enough? Haven't you upset your grandmother enough? That's really like the gist of what I'm getting here. At the end of it all, Charles does want the family to be happy and just to continue. Now, in my other readings, I've said I think Charles is going to be king for a day because he wants to see the gist of it is they want the monarchy to move forward into the future more. It's an antiquated idea. He gets that, but he wants to do what's best for the family. And he thinks, you know, moving the family into a direction where William and Kate represent is a great thing. And it's like, I'm getting the imagery of scissors. Just cut it off. Like, you're just done. Stop interfering. We don't need to do this anymore. Please leave us alone. He doesn't want to break the relationship, but he just wants the nonsense to stop. Just stop. So I'm getting the sense that Charles would be more in a like a gray area. He would, unfortunately, I think the situation would perpetuate because it would be more of like a talk about it, don't be about it guy. He wouldn't want to make any hard and fast decisions because that would be more disruptive in his opinion. And I'm getting the sense that there are other opinions within the family about what to do with them and about how to either shut them up or hear their voice. So, you know, cutting him off would create more issues than not. William would have a very different tact, even though he is very removed emotionally right now from my last reading. His tactics would be, let's find a way for you to be happy, Prince Harry. Let's discover ways to make your life better and to negotiate what would make him happy and to set him free, to help him finally find freedom, to set him free and to break the bonds between the two of them. But with Charles, it's more of like, I'm going to talk about it and I'm not going to give you any negotiations. With William, it feels like his people, the people that are talking to him, are more business minded, and they're figuring out a way that this could be resolved. And it feels, even though we have all these cups and no pentacles, it feels like there's like a business negotiation there. I don't know if money is going to exchange hands or if it's going to be something like that. But this is almost like I'm going to set you free and you can go do what you want to do. That being said, I don't think that Harry is living the life that he wants to. So we're going to take a look at this. Let's just see. Ideally, what would the life be for Harry? What is his ideal life? What? You know what? We're going to do what would be Harry's ideal life and what would be Meghan's ideal life. Okay? Let's see if we get something in the middle. Okay. So this is Harry. This is Meghan. This is the general sense of them as a couple. And this is what's under the surface. So Harry just wants to be in charge of his emotions. He's not in charge of his emotions. He is not in charge of his person. Like that's where his happiness lies. This isn't about living in a castle. This isn't about living in a mansion in Montecito. This is about living as a whole and sound person who's not wrought with nightmares, who's not wringing his hands over different things. This is not somebody, who is troubled and has a face like thunder, which we all know he does. He has a face like thunder. This is about calming the confusion and quieting the mind. That's what he wants. And this is about leveraging the luck that he has, leveraging the opportunities that he has to enable this. It's not to become famous. It's not to become, a superstar on the cover of every magazine. That's not his sole wish. I think we all knew that. I still think surfer shack by the side of the sea, perfect for him. Bali, have a nice little surfer shack, hang out, get up late or get up early and go surfing. I used to do that when I was younger. Hang out all day, have a late lunch, have a slushy fruit drink, and then have like a nice snacky snack for dinner, and then just kind of sit there with the waves. And he wants to be on vacation. He wants to unplug and be on vacation. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think they could plug him into that. I'm so sorry that he didn't, cruise out to South Africa, even though, I think it was South Africa they wanted to put him in. Despite the connotations of South Africa, from what I understand, it's a different place. I don't know. I went to college with a guy from South Africa. He was super nice. His name was Murray. But something much more low pressure. He needs zero pressure. I'm sorry. And I think that's why we're seeing this face like thunder. I think, he's very uncomfortable being in the spotlight. I think he's very uncomfortable giving a message that is not an authentic message. Authentic message. I think he's very uncomfortable with that. He seems very wooden, very, I want to say practiced, but he doesn't seem very practiced. He just, it just doesn't come off as genuine. So, not unlike her. So, let's go into Meghan. So, Meghan, her ideal life is not to have to worry about anything. Like, to have everything done for her, to have bills paid. Again, I'm going to harken over to conservative, what is it that Britney Spears had? Conservatism? I don't know. I can't say it. I can't remember what it is. I need more coffee. But she just wants the accountant to take care of the bills. She wants the agent to book the jobs. She wants the scriptwriter to put the script in her hand, and then she'll correct it. But she basically wants somebody else to take charge of everything, and she's the spokesperson. So, which the royal family was perfect. But what she didn't like was the message that they were giving. She wanted to put her own message in there. And I look at some of the pictures of her earlier in her initiation, I did use that word, to the royal family, and her style was great. I mean, they had that one blouse on her with the pussy bow. I'm sure she hated it because it just wasn't, modern, and it felt very Catherine, but it honestly looked really, really good on her. There's like a burgundy and brown outfit. It was like a burgundy leather skirt and a brown button shirt that she had on. She looked fantastic. That was great. That was great. That red dress she wore a few weeks ago, not so great. Did not like that at all. But that was really what she looked good in. And I don't know if that was her styling, her stylist, or their styling, but it felt like that was a very natural thing for her. Some of the things, she's very contrived at this point. So, having everything done, having everything prepared for her, but she wants to be the director of it. And we're going to come back to this card. This is our under the surface. She wants to be the director of all this. So she basically wants to have a half idea, cast it out, have her company, I don't know if she has one, have her company do all the heavy lifting. And then they take her from A to B, and she just reaps the benefit of it and gets the accolades. It's like somebody who orders Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner and then puts it off as if they cooked it. One of the most worst offenses I could ever think of, because I cook. But, part of the problem with this is that no matter how she sets this up, no matter how good it is, she's always dissatisfied. And this is one of my pet peeves too. Often in my life, I grew up in a fairly well-off family. My father was extraordinarily successful and raised a wonderful family, and I am grateful to him every day. He is awesome. My mother was a great mother. They're both still with us. They're fantastic people. But they one of the things they always taught us was to be very gracious. So if we had housekeepers or we had people working at the house, doing something, to be gracious and not to treat them badly. To always be thankful, treat waiters, waitresses, those sorts of people very well, and to tip very well. I'm a very good tipper, especially around the holidays. So, we were taught to always be gracious and have gratitude, and to be very kind to the people that were helping us. So, I find that people that come into money or come into power situations, somebody who becomes a manager, but hasn't really earned their stripes, they tend to be not great about being kind to the people that are working for them. There was this situation where she went to Australia and threw, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, threw a teapot at someone and told, I think it was the prime minister's wife, to go F herself. And to expect to have the whole of the house versus a wing of the house, for them to stay there. That shows me, and I hate to say a level of poor class, but it's just poor manners. There is a type of person that thinks that complaining, and forgive me if I've said this in other readings, complaining about services rendered makes them seem discerning. This is one of those situations. She will never be happy. The bar will always be moved. The goal line will always be moved. She will never be happy. She can't look around and say, "Isn't this great?" I just quoted Damone from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, for those of you that are my age. Isn't this great? So she will always look around. She will never be happy. She will never be happy. And part of that has to do with this. So this is the lack of enterprise. This is the lack of the lack of anything to offer. This is like not having a product to offer to anyone. It is just you know, stupid idea. I'm sorry, stupid idea, but not stupid idea, but ideas and projects that don't have any longevity. Um, it's not being able to get the plane off the ground. It's not being able to create anything that has legs and will garner any interest other than like a very very small group, said the lady who has less than 500 followers on her YouTube channel. uh, Again, like, share and subscribe. So that's really what's going on here. He kind of just wants to not do anything and just be on vacation, and she wants to be this powerhouse but is really unhappy with everything that, you know, even the greatest accomplishment, you know. And that's not to say, like, in the United States we say, some gals used to go to university not to get their BA, Bachelor of Arts, or BS, Bachelor of Science, but their MRS, their misses. So years ago, we used to say that here in the United States. But, you know, it just feels like she's just not going to be happy with what she's doing. So this is like the most disjointed reading ever. So, does Queen Elizabeth want to remove Harry's titles? I'm not staying on task today. I'm all over the place. Must be the coffee. Does Queen Elizabeth want to remove the titles from Harry? Well, let's do Queen Elizabeth want to remove the titles from Harry and Meghan. Let's say. I know we can't do both. Or we can't do either. They kind of have to go together. Oh, I don't know if this has been said out loud, but I'm going for it. Again, entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. This is just a tarot reading. So she wants him to see the error of his ways, and she wants him to find his way back to the family. She's not going to beg. She's not going to borrow. She's not going to steal. She's not going to try and convince him anymore. She's done all of her talking, and she is now done talking. He is on his own to discover what was good before. I don't know who's advising her. I don't know if this is just her, but she's like, you are adrift. I just figure it out. Figure it out. And when you're ready, come on back. Give me a call. That's her right now. The Meghan thing. She wants to give her a gift. And that gift is separation. She will open the world for her and change her life. She wants her to think about it. So this, I'm getting intuitively that the post that was on the Keep NYC Mega Trash Free about did Queen Elizabeth fire Meghan without any of us noticing, I think that was done, and she said basically, you can split, we'll take care of everything, you can we're giving you permission to give your title back, and you can give it back, and then we'll work that out from there. I think that's what's going on. Wow. I did not expect this reading to go this way. I did not expect it to go this way. And I'm not even using the royal deck. Look at me go. What about Megxie? about Megan and permission to give her title back. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nope. No, 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 no. She won't give it back. All right. She won't give it back because it keeps her wheels turning. When that's a one-way door. If she gives that title back, there's going to be part of it non-disclosure. She's not going to be able to talk. That's part of the deal, I think. I think there's an NDA involved in this. I'm just saying. She's going to keep pretending that she's perfectly happy. And she's going to keep her Page of Wands under her thumb. He's under her thumb. There he is, under the thumb. I keep him under thumb. She's still going to use... What she's doing is she's capitalizing on everything. This is definitely capitalizing on everything. And she's still not satisfied. She's still, this is, the High Priestess is about secrets, and the Sun in reverse can be keeping secrets undercover. So I think she's going to maintain the secrets and keep this subterfuge, there's my word again, subterfuge, undercover. She's not going to take the offer. She does not want to give that title back. She's not going to do it. Does she want to be Princess Henry? Does she want to be Princess Henry? Megan want to be Princess Henry. Is that her end game? Let's do 1. Yes. 2. Oh, boom. There you go, guys. So, yes, she wants to be Princess Henry because she thinks she's trying to push them in that direction because she thinks that more doors will be open if they are. I don't know what his title becomes, but if he loses his title, she somehow becomes Princess Henry. That's really the title that she wants. And she thinks that that's going to put them in a better position of power, and that then they can return to the kind of life that they had while they were part of the royal family. Wicked. All right. So I'm going to wrap that up for today. I will post this today. It is the 19th of December. And I'm going to pre-record some teaching videos for you guys. So you can look for those over the holiday. My day job is crazy busy. This is like the busiest time of the year for me. Clearly, I'm not an accountant. But you can, I'll put them into a separate file, into a separate viewing thing, so you can kind of follow them. So they're not going to be comprehensive lessons. They're just going to be a taste of tarot. Just how I do things. I mean, I'm sure all of you that are studying or just getting started, there's different way to skin a cat. So, take what you will. I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of research on tarot. So, continuing to 30 plus years of reading later. But for now, everybody have a great day and have a terrific weekend. I will see you all soon. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me if you want to see other readings. Tell me what you think. And go see that video by Keep NYC Mega Trash Free. It was, did the Queen fire Megan while none of us noticed. So enjoy. Have a great day.